Hello and welcome to Art Center 1025. This is our June edition and we'd like to inform you what is going on here at the Conneaut Art Center at 1025 Buffalo Street. Welcome. We have a busy month ahead. I'm going to start out by talking about Art Camp. Art Camp is coming up. It will be the week of June 16th and the week of June 23rd. By the time this is aired, we may be full, but at the present time, we still do have a few openings. So if you'd like to enroll your child, grades K through grade 5, just give the center a call at 593-5888 and we'll let you know if we have any openings left. It's a great experience. 6 classes a day, a lot of fun, laughs, smiles, and they get to be as creative as they possibly can be during the 2 weeks that we have Art Camp. So I thank everyone for participating in Art Camp and we hope that your child is able to have that experience this summer. Right at the end of Art Camp, we go into our summer concert series, and we start out this year with a group called The Contraband, and they play Motown sounds, which I'm very excited to have on our performing terrace this summer. We have a series then of concerts each Sunday night, beginning at 7 o'clock through the month of July, and I'm going to read them so I don't mess up on any of them. The week of June 29th is Contraband. It's Motown, starts at 7 o'clock. Bring those lawn chairs down and it's free. Sunday, July 6th is Good Question. Always a popular band. It's a local group and their music is just wonderful. They play music today, yesterday, tomorrow, you name it, they'll play it. They're absolutely wonderful. Starts at 7 o'clock. Bring that lawn chair down and don't miss that one. On Sunday, July 13th, Buzz Cronquist will bring his jazz band in, and it's always a wonderful evening of light jazz. We're hoping to have Charles Schleich on keyboard. This man is so talented and he brings jazz to life right before your eyes on that keyboard. So don't miss that concert. It's jazz at its best here on the coast of Lake Erie. 7 p.m. Bring your friends. Sunday, July 20th, we bring in the Youngstown Connection. This is a different concert for us as it is a combined high school show choir. They will be here singing, dancing, and performing for you. I understand they are just fantastic. So mark that down, July 20th, 7 p.m., Youngstown Connection. On Sunday, July 27th, it's the Red Dust Mountain Boys bringing their bluegrass featuring Mark Posey. And again, 7 o'clock, that's the time you want to be down here. On Sunday, August 3rd, we bring in the Erie Heights Brass. This year, their theme is anything to do with streets. So with that in mind, don't miss the Erie Heights Brass. And that concert is August 3rd, and it starts at 6:30. On Sunday, August 10th, we bring in the Kingpins, and that's of course rock and roll at its best, and it starts at 6:30. We end our concert series this year on Friday, August 27th, with the Don DeSantis Band and his tribute to D-Day. This is a wonderful, wonderful group. He's a showman, it's patriotic, it's songs that will make your toes tap, and that starts at 6 o'clock. This year, we're going to have dinner prior to that concert. So starting a little bit before 5 o'clock, we're going to offer dinner. So you can come down, have dinner, sit on our lawn, and enjoy the sun setting while Don just thrills you with the music of his band. So make sure that you mark all of our concerts down. You can stop in at the Conneaut Art Center and pick up a schedule. You can go to our website at conneautartcenter.org. All the concerts are listed right there. Well, what else is going on at the Conneaut Art Center? Starting in July, we'll have some dance classes starting. We're going to have a barn quilting class, learning how to paint barn quilts. It's a new phenomenon going on around the county. But there's a technique involved, and we're going to teach that. So give the center a call. We'll give you all the details. There's going to be a day class and a night class throughout the center to learn how to paint a barn quilt. We also are going to do some glass etching this summer, and we're going to try to just bring in some exciting classes for everyone. I just got a dance schedule. I'm going to talk about that in my next segment for July, but we have some exciting dance classes offered offered this summer that will be performance related at the end of the concerts. So I thank you so much for listening to me today. We hope that you will come down. In our next segment, we're going to talk about our exhibit that is up for the month of June. The artists are Jan Borgner and Janie Altrogge, and we're going to just have a little conversation about their art, what they do, and we hope you will come down and enjoy the Arts Center this summer. We're here. We're right on the coast, and our doors are always open for you to enjoy what we have to offer. So, we'll talk to Jan and Janie in just a minute. Hi, and welcome to our segment. We're going to talk about our art gallery today. And my exhibit for June is called Images. And the two artists that have displayed their work this month is Jan Borgner and Janie Altrogge. And their work is primarily watercolor? Primarily?
No.
Your paintings?
I don't have any watercolors.
You don't have any watercolor? Yours are pencil?
I have colored pencil, acrylic, and pencil, yes.
Okay, and Jan?
Watercolor and oil.
Okay, watercolor and oil. Okay, because I look around, sometimes acrylic from afar looks like watercolor. Just an absolutely fabulous exhibit. The subject matter is just very, very varied. There's florals, there's nature, there are portraits. Janie primarily likes to work with horses.
Well, this is the year of the horse. And this also was the year that I was accepted into the International Equine Artist, that's the name of it. And I'm going to go for signature status. So, yes, so I was working in horses.
Very good. Janie also does felting, and this is a carousel horse that it's a fantastic technique. I don't know how she does it. I've watched her. It's just a fantastic technique. And this is all animal hair, correct?
This is all wool. Much of it is from our own sheep that, we shear them, and I wash it and card it. And then you sculpt with the wool like you would sculpt with clay, except you use a special needle that has barbs on it. And I've been doing this for about 8 years now. And we've won some awards with it. I got a Best of Show at Farm Park, and so I got validated that way. But it's a relatively new technique. It's only been around since 1988.
And it is amazing if you watched her. And we're going to talk a little bit about that because you're going to get an opportunity to do that later in the month, correct? Are you going to do felting?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go back to that. And Jan, tell us a little bit about your work. I know that you have watercolor and oil.
Yes. I've been painting now for a little bit over 30 years. I never had formal art training, but I've always been interested in it. And even while teaching school, I taught biology and chemistry. And then I went into nursing, did nursing. And throughout that time, I kept at it. And once I did retire from those, I was able to do more full-time. And I really enjoyed it.
I find it very interesting in that you were in the sciences and in the medical field. And so many times I meet artists that they were either mathematicians or science teachers or doctors, and this was kind of their relaxation. This was their way to get away from that strict, rigid world and be able to create something on the other side of it. And that's really interesting that is your background.
And it's also, I do miniatures, which
Yes.
involves a lot of detail.
Yes.
And even though we do that for relaxation, it's hard to get away from that, that really working type, but it is enjoyable.
Well, I noticed that your work is rather large this time, and as a whole, you work in miniatures. Your last couple of shows, there were a lot of miniatures, and this time I'm so proud of you. You've just gotten big. And that's just absolutely wonderful. I mean, your work is really, really nice. But I'm surprised that there weren't a lot of miniatures, because I know how, and I just don't know how she does that either.
Well,
that's amazing.
There would have been more, but they happened to go out to galleries this year.
Oh, okay.
They're in shows in other parts of the country right now. So
Very good. And Jan lives in Conneaut in the summer.
Yes.
And in the wintertime, she goes down to Florida. So a lot of her work is down there while you're relaxing. All winter while we're shoveling snow, she's painting.
She gloats on
I feel
Facebook.
guilty.
It happens. It happens. And Janie, you have horses. Whose kitty is in the corner?
It's a barn cat, and I just like the lighting on it. It's my only non-horse this time. You talk about sciences. I was just a farmer. I have my degrees in art and agriculture. Kind of a weird thing.
Agriculture. There you go.
Yeah, we had a lot
There
of
you go.
biology, chemistry.
Yeah. I know. I just find that to be very interesting.
Just a farmer.
Yeah, not just a farmer. We need farmers. Are you kidding?
I trained horses and riders for almost 40 years. And so I've been around horses a long time. And in my art background, my mom drove me down to the art museum in Cleveland for lessons when I was elementary, junior high, and then I took art in college, but a lot of it's pretty much on my own. When I was in college, I was encouraged to study anatomy. This is at a time when everybody else is doing abstracts. So I got a good equine anatomy book, and he had me draw everything and detail. So that was really good. And every so often I go back and do anatomy again, just to get me back centered.
Yeah. We just sent an artist your way because she wanted to paint horses and draw horses, and
she's over in the annex right now.
Right.
That's why I wasn't over here right away.
And the best, you are the best when it comes to that, because you do just a wonderful job. And when she was looking for someone that wanted to paint horses, Janie was the person that we sent her to. So, yeah, she's the go-to. Now, both these ladies belong to a group called the Harvard Artists. The Harvard Artists is a group of artists that get together and share their knowledge, share their talent, share their craft with each other. They encourage each other, they teach each other, and they meet each Monday morning at 10 a.m. here at the center. It's free, there's no charge. They do take field trips, which they're going to do the next couple of weeks. They're going to go out and go to some galleries and some museums and just enjoy and see what's out there. You learn by looking at other people's work. So we encourage you. Is there anything you'd like to say very quickly? You get 1 minute, Jan.
Well, I hope everyone will come to see the exhibit. We're very fortunate to have the Conneaut Art Center here. I think it's wonderful to have this venue. I mean, we enjoy it very much, and we hope others take advantage of it.
Very good. And Janie, you got 1 minute.
Okay, I'm talking about the center. It's come a long way in the 20 years since I've been involved. When we first started, we had fluorescent lighting around the edge.
Yes,
and
we
that
did.
was it. And it's very nice to have this gallery space. I'm grateful for it. And like I said, horses were my thing, so I did it. Do other things, but I do portraits, and I do
animal portraits.
I do animal portraits, and I do people portraits, and I'm gonna start trying to do portraits in the felt. Not sure how that's going to work yet, but I'm going to try it.
Very good. These ladies will do a demonstration the last Sunday in July at our concert from 6:30 to 8:30. They will be here inside at the Conneaut Art Center during the concert. So if you come to the concert, you can stop in and you can watch them work their craft and give you some information, not only on their exhibit, but if you have any questions about the art community or any information, they would be happy to give it to you. So thank you, ladies. We're excited. This is a wonderful exhibit. Please stop down to the Conneaut Art Center during the month of June and enjoy the exhibit. Janie Altrogge and Jan Borgner, thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to wrap up this month's Art Center 1025 by just recapping a few things that happened in the month of May. We had our plant sale, which was very successful. We hope you stopped and picked up your annuals and your tomatoes. We had our dance recital. What an awesome dance recital, something wicked. All the dancers did an absolutely fabulous job and we were just thrilled. We can't thank our parents enough. I know it was a sacrifice, it's a lot of time involved, but if you're going to do something, you've got to do it right, and it takes a lot of practice. We also finished up the month on the very last day of May with our first tour to state line bike tour. And it was very successful. We had 86 riders that did a 5, 10, 26, or 50-mile ride. Had a wonderful time, had a beautiful day, and the proceeds from this bike tour is going toward our children's programming and children's scholarships. If you have a child that would like to take a class, but you can't afford the class fees or need some assistance, please let us know. We do have scholarships available just for that purpose. So, in wrapping up, remember all the things that are going on in June this month. Remember that we're sitting right on the lake and our view of Lake Erie is awesome during our summer concerts. And my penny for my thoughts this month will be, if a June night could talk, it would probably boast it invented romance. Enjoy the love of the summer. See you in July.